And go. Yeah, is it us?
All right. Hey, everyone. Working on a few technical details before we kicked off the webinar today. Appreciate you hanging in there while we got that all squared away. My name is Evan Hartman in Inside Sales with Johnson Plastics Plus.
I'm Amanda Miles. I am with Inside Sales as well here at Johnson Plastics Plus.
And we want to thank you so much for joining our webinar today. We are going to talk about some fantastic graduation gifts for high school, college. All of it's right around the corner. So.
It is. I can't believe it's already been a whole other school year already.
I know. I think I might have slept through most of the last
I think we all did.
One of the things we're going to start out with here, let me see if I can get my screen up here. Okay, cool. So we're going to start out with some housekeeping items. That way everyone knows how the webinar software works so that you can follow along.
Oh, I think you have to hit the enable editing at the top.
Is that my issue?
Maybe.
What did I break now?
And there we go. And
I'm still breaking things.
Still breaking things. That's okay.
That right there.
See, a little bit of difficulty. We'll be okay though, right?
Okay.
All right.
Cool. And George, will it advance to the next slide now?
You have to look at the PowerPoint there.
Got it.
There we are. Yay. We're getting it. We're going there.
Round of applause for George Privateer, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, so housekeeping items. So you should have some controls that look like that on your screen. If you're having any issues with the computer audio side of it, you can actually dial in from your phone. That'll usually clear that right up for you. So you can also collapse and expand things as needed so that you can see the detail that you need to see. And you can also put a raised hand icon on there too, because we're going to have some opportunity for questions later.
Maybe. There we go.
Bingo. All right. So we always like to start out with a couple poll questions just to kind of understand who's here and what you guys are doing at home. So I'm going to get those up on the screen, but slide in front of you there should tell you how to make your selection once we pop up the questions there. So we're going to show the first one, which is, what is your primary form of fabrication right now?
You got lots of options. We have sublimation, heat transfer, engraving, UV LED printing, and as well vinyl. We'll give you guys a few minutes so everybody can go ahead and cast their votes. Right now, it looks like there is a large amount of sublimation folks here. So thank you as well for attending, and everybody else.
Absolutely, a lot of sub, a lot of engraving, and I definitely see the others represented there as well, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Give it another, let's see here. Yep.
All righty. Now, let's take a look at our next one.
And have you visited our virtual trade show at all? So if you have been on our website and you have visited our virtual trade show, we would like to know who has attended, people who are aware of it but haven't attended yet, or hey, I've not heard about it. Now you have heard about it. So now you can get online, look for our virtual trade show. It's a wonderful thing with trade shows being sidebarred for the last year or so now. We want to make sure that you guys can see, all the new equipment that's out there, how it works, and really help get yourself educated, on how to expand your business.
Absolutely. And it looks like we've got some folks that this is their first time hearing about it, and that's awesome. So be sure and check that out after we get this taken care of.
Hey, Evan, real quick, if folks have questions as the webinar is going on the right-hand side of their screen, they'll see a little questions section. You can ask your question in there. We've got some team behind the scenes who are going to help answer questions, and we'll answer some here live as well. So
absolutely. Thanks for the reminder.
Yep,
on that.
No problem.
So you got an opportunity to get your questions answered as we're moving through. Some team members are helping us out so that we can keep moving and you can make sure you get your questions answered. And I have one more. And Amanda, I'll let you take that one.
All right, guys. So we want to know, do you have a 2021 graduate at home? Yes, you have a high school graduate. Yes, you have a college graduate, or for some of us, yes, I am graduating from quarantine. Go ahead and feel free to answer those results. We'd like to know, those who are watching, and you're just grabbing ideas, or maybe you're looking for somebody at home here. Oh.
I think we screwed that one up.
Oh, did we close that one off?
Yeah, that was our finicky mouse. I think it double clicked when you meant to single click.
Well-
I'm not going to blame you, Evan. I'm blaming the mouse. We
I will blame the mouse.
We've had a day.
yeah, we're going to ask people to go to jpplus.com, do a lot of shopping because we need to get a new mouse for our webinar. So I'm just kidding.
Oh,
All right. Well, in that case,
we
we're
will.
going to start in and talk about some of the awesome products that we have in front of us today. Was that? We're still good with the slides, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So one last note, I mentioned this briefly, but if you need to resize your window so you can see what's going on, we're going to have the video of Amanda and I. You'll also have the presentation behind, which you probably won't need to reference too much, maybe toward the end. And then we'll also try and get some stuff on close up for you so that you can see some of the details in the items that we're going to be presenting today. All right. So, Amanda, do you want to tell us what we're here for today?
Well, we are here because it is graduation season. I don't know what happened to the last year, but I'm back here to talk about graduation. And I'm really excited though, that we've gotten this far through 2021. We want to make sure for those graduates who are able to graduate, or for those who are having a different kind of graduation, that we celebrate them. We want to make sure that we have different kinds of ideas, not just for the graduate, but for mom and for dad, to make sure that we're celebrating the once in a lifetime opportunity to be done with high school, be done with college, be done with quarantine, whatever it might be. We may all be here now, and we just want to make sure that we show you guys some great ideas, very popular items from last year and new items for this year.
Absolutely. So we're going to take you through some of the awesome products that we offer on jpplus.com to help you celebrate the graduate in your life, or offer some customizable gift options for customers of yours that are celebrating their grads.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started off with some of our really, popular items. First and foremost is that we are going to go with the wonderful garden flag. So what we want to make sure is, for those, there we go. You can see here, this can go great on your shepherd's hook out front. Maybe you want to put this out back with your party and your cookout. You want to make sure, you can go here and you have your face, you've got the year. There's so many different ways of being able to showcase this, for the high school, for the college graduate. Lots of decorating ideas. It's a very popular item. Oh, show that over here. Absolutely.
Let's get a close up on that. That way everyone can see the awesome detail that you're able to get.
There we go. So yeah, you see how that is. And the sublimation, as you can see, it is a really bright full color. You can see how great that image has been done. So it's going to be wonderful. And again, make a handful of these for your backyard, for your front yard, for all your daughters and sons' friends, and family members.
Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at one here. So we have a couple pieces of drinkware that I'm going to talk about in tandem here. These are both a part of our Simply line. So the first one I'm going to showcase right here is our 30-ounce Simply tumbler. Okay. We've showcased these before, and the reason we're talking about it again is because these make excellent gift items for graduation. So you have an opportunity to customize it with their logo for their school, their year, their name, give them out as gifts, something special that they can use to commemorate that occasion. If this form factor isn't the one that you're after for that occasion, we have a very new addition actually to our Simply line. We have the coffee cup right here. By the way, that is for engraving. I want to point that out. This one I'm holding is also for engraving. So, and this one's going to be engraving with Surmark. So you'll actually need to hit that with the laser, coat it with Surmark before you put your graphic on. But same deal, opportunity to customize that product. Call out your grad's name, what school they graduated from. Go crazy with it.
And both of those have lots of different opportunities for color. The coffee cup there of our new product line, there are 4 different options for that. On our Simply drinkware right now, I think we're looking at 10 or 15 different colors. There really is a large variety of them, so it really can coincide with the school that your student is graduating from, to making sure, again, to give that extra personalized piece. George, you've got a question.
Yeah, and Evan, you kind of touched on it, but I don't know if you could hand that to Amanda so we can get a close-up on the red one. But they asked about engraving. Can you use vinyl on that, was one of the questions that we had as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can also customize that with vinyl or UV LED. I did see someone that mentioned UV LED So those are both options that you can use to mark that product and customize it.
Yep.
Just remember that if you are using the vinyl or the UV LED, that you hand wash that. That is not something you want to throw in the dishwasher. That stuff will come right off. So make sure that you do, a good job of making sure your customers are aware of that as well.
And the other question we had was, how did they get the silver color on that? And that is actually what shows when you engrave through the Simply Drinkware. You've got that stainless steel, correct? Underneath?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. So your stainless steel is what's underneath, and you have your paint powder coat over top that you're engraving away with the laser to reveal that really shiny stainless steel underneath it.
Perfect. Thank you.
And with all the rest of the drinkware, we have got the infamous 20-ounce skinny tumbler. We know this has been a very huge success across the board. It is, full bleed. You can go ahead and just do a small sublimation part here. Again, this is a white skinny tumbler. It's 20 ounces. It comes with a really nice lid here. Comes with a metal straw. We will do a little up close here of the lid. I know that a lot of people like to see how that lid looks. So what you want to do is make sure it is a nice little closed lid there. Pops right open and it comes right off, but not, you do want to press it in. It will stay secure. Don't worry. As you can see, the metal straw here, it does bend just out of convenience. So we know this is a hot commodity, guys. Don't worry. They are coming into stock very soon. But for in stock right now, we have our brand new shimmer tumbler. These guys, again, I'm going to do a close up. You can see you have got this really, really pretty product here. It comes in 4 different shimmer colors. We've got it in the purple, the white, green, and pink. So it is, again, very useful. Again, you can go ahead, do a full bleed on these. You can just do a small print right here. These are a very popular, a lot of people are very excited about these products. And another great way to go ahead and, commemorate graduation.
Evan, we had a question a little bit earlier, and I apologize for not getting to it sooner, on the garden flag. Somebody asked if you can print on both sides, and you can, but I think you'd get bleed through, right? So we recommend going one side.
I would do one side with this. It's durable fabric, but it's thin enough that you would probably want to stick to a one side print. I was going to say on the back, you're going to notice that some details that you wouldn't necessarily want to see from the reverse print is going to kind of shine through that. So I would definitely stick with just a singular side print for that to get you the best results. So,
and just a quick note on the shimmer tumbler, that tumbler has a very slight taper to it, just a little bit. But we have a template on our website. If you go to the product page and click on downloads, you'll have a template there. And they look spectacular when they are sublimated.
So they really do.
Let people
I
know.
hope that that holographic shimmer is coming through on the camera for you guys, because these things look amazing. This is something that we've been anticipating for a long time, and we're happy to finally have. And as Amanda said, white ones are due back in stock very shortly. So keep checking the website. Silver and clear in stock now. Shimmers in stock now.
And last but not least, on our drinkware, we do have this great, it is a 12-ounce skinny can cooler. So again, wonderful time if you drink energy drinks. Maybe there is some special adult beverages that would fit perfectly in here. This one is our silver version. It does come in white as well. So this is a 12-ounce. It's stainless steel. It's insulated. This is going to be a great way, as that temperatures are finally warming up, especially here in Ohio, that we are excited about keeping our drinks cold. And again, these are not going to run you too much money. They're about $5, $6 to put these in. Again, great way to get mom and dad's picture on here. Go ahead and make some favorite graduation memories. And even after the fact, some people need to remember, take those memories from the graduation parties and being able to put these on cups, and they would make great gifts going forward as well. So this is a great, again, these are the 12-ounce skinny. This is a stainless steel, can cooler.
Evan, we had a question for Evan and Amanda on heat transfer. So some folks are looking to do heat transfer, and you can on some of those items. But we recommend hand washing with heat transfer just because it kind of sits on the surface, correct? So you want to extend the longevity.
Any of the surface, like print technologies, UV LED heat transfer, possible on these products that we showed. But as George said, to prolong the lifetime of that product and make sure you don't have any degradation to your image, definitely want to stick with the hand washing. It's not a bad idea with the engraving either, because dishwasher is kind of hard on this sort of thing. Save that for the inexpensive glasses for something like this that's been customized, given to you as a gift. Always recommend hand washing on that stuff. It'll make it look that much nicer, that much longer. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Next, we are going to go ahead and we're going to go to this guy. He's one of my favorites. We're going along with all the fun graduation gifts. We've got our garden flag here. We have lots of drinkware. Now you're like, Amanda, you're holding a stuffed animal. First of all, don't judge us. I loved having my stuffed animal when I was in the dorm, okay? Sometimes you need a piece of home to come with you. And again, it's a great memory to be able to make here. So we've got the dog and we have the shirt. Now these items are sold separately. So if you just like the stuffed animals, don't worry, you can buy them. Just a little dog, we got a little elephant, we got all kinds of cute guys there that you can just buy. But if you really want to personalize these animals, you can buy the shirt separately. They come in different colors, blue, pink, and I think there's one more, but I can't remember off the top of my head. All white, that's what it is. So again, you want to sublimate the shirt, and you can sublimate either the front or the back part of it. You're going to put it on here. I'm going to do another up close here.
yeah, put that on camera. Then you see how adorable this
It is
is.
so adorable and so soft. And it really is. It's that really plush animal. You've got this, class of 2021. And again, you could be having a kindergarten graduate. Great gift for them. And even for your high school and your college students, this is something that they can keep around. They're not very big. They will take up a nice little corner space. It'll be a great part of memory. Or if you're at dorms and you're missing mom and dad, you've got something there to hold on to.
For sure. So I'm going to talk about, since we're talking about things that are cozy and fluffy at the moment. So I have in front of me a fleece blanket. So think about a commemorative blanket with your grad's photo, their school logo, year they graduated, whatever. This thing is ridiculously soft and comfy.
Here, we'll spread it out so they can
Yeah,
see
let's
how
spread it
large
out.
it is. There we
So
go.
There's two sizes.
There
of
we go. There we
so
are.
this is available in a 50 by 60 inch and a 50 by 70. I think this is a smaller one. I don't have a tape measure or anything, but there are two sizes available for this. But yeah, super comfortable. This is for sublimation.
Very soft.
And yeah,
This is
really
really
soft.
soft. This is the
You guys don't
perfect.
need this back to you,
You're like, it's fun to take that home and cuddle up with it. Be really great.
but that's going to turn out fantastic. Beautiful color on that. Honestly, these just print beautifully. So go crazy with it. So.
We just had a really good suggestion from a customer who sublimates on blankets and does them in panels. So
Ooh.
for graduation, they put different pictures for the graduate, like their senior picture, maybe a sports picture. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you for the
suggesting that.
suggestion. That's
Yeah.
actually a really wonderful idea. And again, this could, as George was saying, we could put it in separate panels. You can do one large photo. You can do lots of different things that are on there to really make sure that, your graduate feels comforted. And there's a lot of fun photos on there. And who doesn't like a good personalized blanket to snuggle up to?
Exactly. And that's a fantastic suggestion. If you're working with like a 15 by 15 or 16 by 20 press, that's a way to, take advantage of the entire canvas here and still, pack that full of artwork, pack that full of photos, even with the press that you already have sitting at home. Because it is a really big blanket, but you can make full use of it by doing it in steps and panels like that. So I have another one in front of me, and then I think you have a couple other things
Oh, yeah,
to share.
absolutely.
So this right here, and let me see if I can get that. I'm gonna get, because it's kind of small, so I feel like it's just gonna be easiest to put it on here. This is an organizational, if you want to call it tote bag. There's a couple different options that you can do with this. It's made out of this really nice linen kind of texture over top of a really soft neoprene. Okay, so, and it's really thick and durable. I feel like this would hold a lot of stuff and, handle the weight just fine. So what that's designed for, take I'm thinking dorm rooms, honestly, because if you're in a tight space and you need to find a place to put your things, you got to get really creative. This, you can put a logo, a name, anything on there that you like, and hang it from like a 3M command strip. Amanda actually suggested you could put this in your car and hang it from the gear shift. I mean,
Might be a little messy, so it's kind of nice to be able to keep organized. Or for those who are traveling to and from college, they might need to throw away some stuff.
absolutely. So these would also work great in groups. You could get multiples of these and have a theme or something like that carry across multiple pieces.
No, we had a question about, I think, an item you're getting to, Evan, and that was the one that's right in front of you with the initials on it.
That one?
Yep, we had somebody ask what that was,
Okay.
and I said, Evan's gonna get to it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna get to it right
Well,
now.
you know what? Let's do it. I guess we're doing it. So this guy right here, this is a travel bag. You could also think of it as a larger cosmetics bag, or maybe use in place of a purse, but kind of the travel bag, going think about going off to college or, whatever it is. This is made out of our saddle collection. This is a leather-like material that engraves beautifully on a laser. You get a really rich mark, which I'm going to come in close here so that you guys can get a better look at it.
And it does come in 4 different colors. We have got the buckskin, we've got the gray, we have the chestnut. So we have all these beautiful colors as well that those do come in. But as Evan is showing you, look at that engraving. Look at how well that looks. You definitely know this is going to create a long-lasting memory. These are just some nice initials there. There's a lot of things that you can put on. And again, as we were mentioning before, between traveling and going to different places, this is a way for you to know, one, this is it. This is your bag. This is that person. They have something special there. But this is a great pouch.
Yeah, monogram bags have been around for a long time. If you think about, without venturing down the road of monogramming, this is something that if you're into engraving, whatever, you can kind of have that same type of look. You can get really artistic with the initials or whatever it is you want to put on there. They know it's theirs. And as Amanda mentioned, 4 different colors. That one's the chestnut. That's actually my favorite color of saddle collection. I absolutely love it. It's a really rich brown with maybe a little bit of an orange tint to it. It's gorgeous. But yeah, buckskin, black and silver is another one, and bay brown, which is like a dark, almost tobacco-y kind of color. So while we're on the note of saddle collection, I'm not going to skip over this. I think this would make a phenomenal graduation gift right here. This is also made out of the saddle collection, leather-like laser engravable material. This is a portfolio. Okay, so you have a note-taking section here that comes with lined paper. Excellent for taking notes during classes. And this part slides out and is replaceable once they fill it up. Over here on the other side, we have room for like a student ID, driver's license, business cards, whatever you want to put in there. You have 2 slots about that size, and we'll get up close on that here in a second. And then we've got some other slots and pouches in here as well. I'm going to take this in and get a little bit closer.
Absolutely. And while he's showing that, just so you know, with our saddle collection, and we've got the portfolio here, we have the travel pouch, but our saddle collection keeps expanding. We just added in a leatherette wallet that we just added in. We have the Bible covers. We have several other items. And if you really like these, but you want to find something else to do with them, we do sell our saddle collection by the sheet. So you can go ahead and cut that sheet out, laser engrave it, and do what you need to really make it personalized. But these ones, that portfolio, I think is definitely a great graduation gift. And again, something that student can take with them, to their classrooms. They know that it's theirs, initial it, put memories on there, whatever it might be. So those are some good questions.
How cool are you going to feel showing up to class with that looking like a Fortune 500 CEO?
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody's like, that college professor's going to give you an A. They're like, he's taking notes. I know that guy.
So we did have a question really quick, and I'm sure you're going to touch on it at the end here, but I wanted to make sure we didn't forget about it. Someone was asking, they missed the very first part of the webinar, and they actually missed last week's webinar.
Okay.
Do we record these? And the answer is yes, and you can find them on our website at
jpplus.com / is it still /
webinars? Yes.
Okay, so jpplus.com / webinars. There's also, if you go under the events tab at the top right of our website, highlight that and you'll also see it there.
Yep.
So these are recorded and you can watch them later. If there's any pieces that you missed, we have quite the catalog there of webinars that we've been working on. There's a lot in there. So some of it's evergreen stuff that you can go back and watch at any time, and it's still just as helpful today as it was when it was recorded. So
absolutely.
I think you have a couple other things to.
I do. So the other items that we have here is this really nice, I'm going to show this again on the camera here, but it is a personalized pin. So again, here you go. Now this, not just for graduation. So you've got the 2 pieces here. And what this is that you can go ahead and add to the pin and the little piece of metal here. So you're going to sublimate on this guy. See if is it in shot, in focus? All right, good. So do that. You're going to adhere it. It comes with an adhesive backing. You're going to adhere it, put that in there. Boom. There we go. Now you've got your kid's face everywhere. You're going to be proud mom. I know that's something I'll be doing, maybe making 20 of them, making it super special on graduation day. But there's a lot of options here, and even for sporting events or a lot of other options. It's a great time to, celebrate your kid, your school's sports, whatever it might be. And again, 2 different pieces comes together with the adhesive. So it's super easy to be able to make and put together and be able to sell, for those school events, for the end of the year graduation, commencements for everybody else. What we also have on this side, and we're going to show this. So this is masking. I'm going to start to peel back the masking, but we do have this really nice, there we go. We're going to kind of peel that back, but you can see here, very nice smooth wood. Put your photo in here. You're going to be able to print in any, in all the ways on this wood right here. And again, here's a great way to be able to make a graduation memory, and be able to do that. And we want to make sure that when we ship this to you, that the packaging is done right. That is why we put masking, not just on this, but a lot of our products. If you're, why is this panel orange? It's probably a masking. A lot of people don't realize that, but that will help with any kind of packaging, any kind of scratches, any of that stuff. So that's why we do that. But you can see here, this is a great, again, super easy piece. It has the panel back right there. It sits there, you put it down, and then you're good to go. And you've got this really nice little piece here for graduation.
Question we had on the picture frame, and again, I think we kind of touched on it earlier, but if the customer buys that and they need the template, those are on the product pages, correct?
That is correct. So what a lot of people tend to forget, and don't worry, I do it too, but when you're looking at any of our products online, just scroll just a little bit past there, you're going to see a downloads and tech doc section that is going to give you our templates. That's also going to give you our tech tips. Does it need medium pressure? Does it need soft pressure? Does it need to be 365 or 400 degrees? All those things make a huge difference, especially with sublimation. There are also engraving tips. There's heat transfer tips. All of those items are available with each one of our products on our website. It's just another thing that we want to do to add value, for you to not have to mess up and figure it out on yourself. We've done that for you. And we want to make sure that you guys go ahead, start off the print right the first time.
Absolutely. So that kind of helps you get things dialed in, get you on the right track, so that you can have some gorgeous prints sooner rather than later. And that sublimation frame is really cool. I think that would look amazing with some cool artwork or inspirational quote or something like that next to the picture. Absolutely like that frame a lot. So I think I only have one thing left over here that I'm going to talk about. These, I'm so glad to see these in use for graduations. So this is a corrugated plastic sign. If you have a graduate, you probably want to tell the world about it. That's something to celebrate, something to get excited about. You can put this is designed to go in your front yard. Here we have the stake that goes with it to hold that sign in place. These are designed to be applied vinyl. You can UV LED print them. You can also, if you have access to it, use a latex printer. So I'm going to show off, because this is just looks like a white square for all of you. I'm going to show off one that's been printed on. This is another use of it. If you have maybe younger ones that are still in high school sports, that's another way to celebrate your student or graduate. That's an example of what it looks like printed. So this one was actually printed with latex, but like I said, UV LED, applied vinyl, a couple different ways that you can work with these corrugated plastic signage. And then you also got your stake there at the bottom.
And you can print on both sides of that corrugated plastic, so don't worry, it's not going to just be on one side. No matter how you put those signs, outdoors, you're going to be able to see them from both sides of the roads. And for those who may ask, you can buy these separately or together. So you can either buy just these or just the H stakes, but we do also sell them in the case quantity, 100, and they come together with this and the H stakes, so you don't have to worry about missing pieces or counting. You already have them there and boxed up and ready to go. And at this time, George, do we have any other questions?
I think we're good, but if people come up with some questions here before we end, please feel free to ask them. We do have folks behind the scenes answering the questions, but I think we covered everything that you guys had in front of you. So awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, and it is graduation season. I know we've got a lot going on. We just coming upon, Easter soon. Then we have Mother's Day. We have got graduation. We have Father's Day coming up. So all of these items here, as much as we've used them for graduation, there's also so many other ways to think about coming up, making sure that you are prepared, for all the new items that are coming out, and specializing them, for your customers.
Absolutely. So I'm going to make sure that we get on the correct slide here so that we can talk about a couple of other things. So we are right here. So thank you so much for joining us to talk about these graduation products. fill your head with some inspiration and figure out what you can go talk to your customer about as we're approaching this season. It has the opportunity to be a very profitable time for your business as people are trying to find a way to call out their graduate, make them feel special. So make sure to hit the ground running, take advantage of some of these products to help drive that portion for your business. I do want to talk about JPP Bucks, a little bit newer program. For those of you that are maybe in the market for a newer piece of equipment, we do have our JPP Bucks program that's offered on things like printers, presses, etc. Basically, it's a reward code that you can use on our website. So when you purchase a qualifying piece of equipment like a printer for sublimation or heat transfer or a heat press, you'll see advertised when applicable on those items. It'll say, hey, you get X amount in JPP Bucks. And what do you do with that? Well, you can use that to get some supplies for your new equipment, so you have an opportunity to start printing and start making money with that new equipment right away. Briefly, well, we'll see if anyone else has any other questions live today. Do we have any others? We're good.
Good.
Awesome.
Well, if you guys do have them, Evan and me, here's our contact information. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. Send us an email, give us a call. We'd like to make sure that any questions that you do have, that we get those answered for you anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for joining us. I do hope that this gave you some inspiration as to what you can do this graduation season. You'll be able to view this live after the fact, recorded. It's not going to be live much longer. jpplus.com/webinars. All the products that you saw in today's webinar is available on our website, jpplus.com. Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone have an awesome week.
Take care, guys.
See ya.